Good morning. Oops. uh, uh, ah, I just realised good morning, good morning, good morning was going to be muted unless I took off that mute microphone button, which I have. It's lovely to have you here watching or watching in the replay. I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And it's a beautiful day again outside. Blue skies, no cloud. Feeling the warmth through the window this time, not just a chilly factor. The grass is clear of frosty looking stuff, so it's lovely. We're here for the cards, so let's go across and tune into your psychic senses, your gut feeling, or whatever way you're getting the messages from Spirit. Or connect directly with your spirit guides. That's even better. So here we go. Right, here are the cards. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I always think so. It's Ciro Marchetti's Gilda Brevary Lenormand deck. Looking beautiful. That wonderful young woman who we had yesterday and the day before, I think, in the cards. Expanded edition. We've got time in our home space. We've got fish as our main theme for the day. And we've got snake in the workspace. And it's a good morning to you, Sharon. Lovely to have you here, Shaz. Nice and early on a Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday the 13th of August, isn't it? And here is our card before we switch over to the main. Look, switching over to zooming in is what I was meaning to say. Every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. And if it would only focus, which this camera, there it is, that'll do. Isn't it wonderful? So every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. All life experiences are what they are for our life. For that reason, we are being shaped into who we are. Whoops, that was a quick zoom in, wasn't it? Now position it. And we can see what our cards have for us. Right, here we go. I do start with what is the central card because that's the central theme for our day, that main area of what we're going to have influence. Open your mind, open your eyes, open those senses and absorb what is Spirit telling you about this for you today. Okay, and that's relevant for each and every card and sign and symbol and gut feeling you receive. What we have here is that card of abundance, and it is bringing in that can be worked in with others as a team, as a school of fish moves together when you see them schooling. And here's this one going the opposite way. Sometimes it doesn't fit to be part of the pack or part of that, what is a multitude of fish? I can't remember the term for that one. I know a mob of sheep or a flock of sheep, herd of cows, all sorts of different ways of groupings that we've given labels to. And sometimes, yes, we can go on our own in part of the whole as well. Doesn't mean we have to have exactly the same mind as others, but we can still work together and be part of that whole, like we are the part of the wholeness of humanity. This has some beautiful colours in its scales and all its perfection in being who it is as this particular fish. What I'm sensing for today is even though we are part of the whole, we are individuals and we have an abundance of skills and talent and life experience that who we are that brings us into that space of being able to offer our uniqueness out and into that wholeness of the group of humanity, whatever way you're going to be experiencing your day to day, whether it's at something that is going to come forward for you in special experiences, or you're going to be in a group activity of some sort, going out to a club or something like that. It's going to have that sense of abundance of whoever you are. It's going to have that sense of what you want more of in its abundance throughout the day today. So put your intention straight away into being, moving forward to that is your abundance. What do put the focus on? What do you want more of that's going to build your life to the betterment of yourself first and then others. It's a beautiful card. I really do like the fish card as well, especially in that space of the whole theme for the day. And good morning to you, Michaela. You've made it in the live again. That's wonderful. And now we're going to move into what is more specifically the home space energy. And this card is the time card. It's got all the different forms, and there's probably some more that aren't even depicted on this particular card. We've got the cuckoo clock. There is the birds of the feather. There's an owl, a kingfisher-looking bird, the rooster that we know they do tend to crow in the dawn light, that type of thing. There's the shadow of that, I think is the shadow of the owl that you can see just there because my light's pretty bright here. So you can't see the detail. But there's other time-telling pieces, the hourglass, the candle that's burning there. You can see more of the shadow, a little gizmo that's some sort of time machine there, and the other clock faces in all varieties and forms, pendulums, the hands, all sorts of ways that we're telling time. And really, being in the home space, it's just manage your time well. Don't sense it as being the be-all and end-all to be perfectly on time for everything. Time itself is only just a gauge. It's only a way that we measure because it's not. It's only a human thing too, I would think. I'm not aware of any animals using watches and clocks and things like that to tell the time. They live their life. I think it's probably letting us know, look, be aware of time, but don't let it rule your life. There's many different ways that we can gauge when we're on time and sense into that is your intuition, that gut feeling as to being on the perfect timing. Allow yourself to trust yourself as to when you need to be places and spaces and the rest. Yeah, I know there's schedules sometimes, like I do have an appointment today at 10 o'clock. I do have another appointment today at 1 o'clock. It's various things that we use. And, it's good to be on time, of course, but it's not the be-all and end-all. So relax yourselves a little around that today is what I'm thinking. And if you're really feeling you need to be more mindful of it because you have appointments, well, keep an eye on the time. Wonderful. As we move into that is our snake in the workspace. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, Michaela? I love it when you can be here with the live stream. And this here, as we move around and have our presence felt in, the main places that we do live our life, it is at home, at work, and there's other places in between. With the workspace, there's some fruitfulness happening. There's definitely a lot of productivity that you've been able to witness, you've been part of, that it's taking that team towards that almost celebration of how much you've been able to achieve. But there's also some sense I'm feeling with this being the snake card of needing to protect that. Don't always put out into the world what you're doing to the nth degree, because it is part of what is, and the confidentiality is what's just the word then that I received. So protect what is yours, and for others as well, as far as what's in the workplace stays in the workplace and that type of thing. So I'm feeling that this is something that's quite important in your day-to-day. And if there is some other type of manipulation happening in the back scenes of your workspace, be aware of it and act if you need to. Be ready to strike out and defend. Be ready to say to someone else if there's an issue that you've seen, witnessed, or am part of, particularly for yourself as well as that first instance. That's what I'm feeling from this card today, but it certainly is indicating that there's a lot that you've achieved that is being achieved with that productivity. The fruits are there, ready for the plucking. So move it forward into that next step and keep confidentiality, but be prepared to report things as they come and arise if there's some sort of issue that's going to threaten what is happening in your workplace. But feel part of this team. It really is that teamwork with this. Consult with others if needed. And the perfect timing will come. It's more especially in the home space today, but it does also carry through to our work. Remember, our influence is across all of how we live our life. Okay, so that's what is my summary of what these cards are meaning for us today. So certainly bring in your own interpretations, ask others if you need to have confirmations of what's happening around and about you as well, especially when it comes to that more spirit gauge, spirit level of what we have in our lives as well. You know, our connection with our guiding spirit. Great to see you in the Instagram. There's Georgie, lovely to see. Thank you all for being here, and certainly if you think this sort of thing will help others around and about you, share that I do this every morning around this time of the day, and as much as it is every morning as possible. I have missed a few over time, but it's not been many, and you can look back on some of these definitely in a playlist that's on my YouTube channels, which is Ros Boundy or Psychic Ros. You can search for both of those and you'll get the playlists there that are for the daily cards 2024, of course. If you need more detailed reading, something more personalised to you, certainly connect with me at thepsychic.online, and I may also be online at the Sea of Stars, which I haven't popped that in there, have I? I haven't got that, it's automatically. Oh no, my system's just decided to slow down because I'm typing. There you go. Have a peek at that one if you desire to have instant readings when I'm online. It's got the green light available, that type of thing. So there's always ways and means of connecting with each other. So touch into what your guiding spirits are telling you in where you need to go, where your focus is, how you feel from that deep within your soul center. And trust yourself as well, because that is that connection with spirit. That is our gut feeling. That is, well, our connection to source and why we're here. Thank you for watching. Keep being the best you, and namaste until tomorrow. Bye for now.